Rather, he is asking the question, what kind of faith justifies? That is to say, there are two kinds of faith. There is a kind of faith that has works, and there is a kind of faith that does not have works. And the question that James is asking is, can the kind of faith that does not have works be used as an instrument for justification? Is a kind of faith that does not have works, is it possible for such a faith to be a saving and real, genuine faith whereby a person can be justified? And it is that question that James is answering, and it is that question that he's giving the negative on. No, the kind of faith that does not have works is not the kind of faith that justifies. Now, this is clear from James chapter 2, verse 14, where we read this: "What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him?" Can the faith that does not have works save him? So again, even here, we're seeing from the very beginning, it is not a contrast of faith versus works. It is a contrast of two different kinds of faith. And in this sense, we would say that what James is saying is perfectly consistent with the Apostle Paul. Paul would also say that the kind of faith that justifies is a faith that includes works. That is to say, there must be works that flow from faith in order for the faith to be genuine. This is the reason why Paul in Titus 1:16 speaks of those who profess to know God, but deny him by their works. They say they believe in God, but then when it comes to an evaluation of their works, they deny him. That is to say, their works prove that their faith is not genuine. And James is really asking the same question. Is there a sense in which a person could profess Christ with their lips and yet deny him by their works? And James is saying, yes, the kind of faith that does not have works is dead. Now, this is even further confirmed in James chapter 2, verse 18, where we read where James says, "Show me your faith apart from works." And notice he doesn't say on the other side, "and I will show you my works." He says, "I will show you my faith by my works." So here it is crystal clear, James chapter 2 verse 14, James chapter 2 verse 18 as well, that James is contrasting two different kinds of faith. And he's asking, which kind of faith is the kind of faith that justifies? There is a kind that has works, and there's a kind that does not have works. And again, this is perfectly consistent with the Apostle Paul.